This video will walk you through the business model canvas. This is brought to you by Linebrand. Use your experience. Visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/Linebrand. This design was based on the golden mean spiral for visual pleasure. Feel free to add your own client, designer, date, and draft information to the top of this form. This business model canvas is available under the Creative Commons license. Visit their website for more details. The first is the customer segments portion on the right-hand side. We answer the questions: for whom are we creating value, and who are our most important customers? Some examples are mass market, niche market, segmented, diversified, multi-sided platform. And that gets us started thinking about customers. What we do for customers are value propositions. Value propositions are, so what value do we deliver to the customer? Which customer problem do we solve? What products and services do we offer to each customer segment? Which customer needs are we satisfying? There are a total of 12 forms of value that we can base on: product, service, shared resource, subscription, resale, lease, agency, audience aggregation, loan, option, insurance, and capital. So our value propositions will fit under some of those into the characteristics of newness, performance, customization, getting the job done, design, brand or status, price, cost reduction, risk reduction, accessibility, or convenience and usability. We approach our customers through channels. Through which channels do we reach our customer segments? How are we reaching them now? How are our customer channels integrated? Which ones work best? Which ones are most cost efficient? How are we integrating them with customer routines? Channel phases are: number one, awareness. How do we raise awareness about our company's services? 2, evaluation. How do our customers evaluate our organization's value proposition? 3, purchase. How do we allow customers to purchase specific services? 4, delivery. How do we deliver a value proposition to customers? And 5, after sales. How do we provide post-purchase customer support? So through those channels to our customer segments, we build customer relationships. Customer relationships. What relationship does each customer segment expect us to maintain? Which ones have we established? How do they integrate with our business? How costly are they? Some examples are personal assistants, dedicated personal assistants, self-service, automated services, communities, and co-creation. From those activities, we have a bit of an ecosystem. So you'll have revenues from the relationship with customer segments through our value propositions sent to the customer via channels, and then that builds the customer relationships. So we have a circular pattern here with value propositions through channels to customer segments, building their relationships and building revenue in that ecosystem. So our revenue streams, we ask, for what value are our customers really willing to pay? For what do they currently pay? How are they currently paying? How much would they prefer to pay? How much does each revenue stream contribute to overall revenues? So there are 3 types of these: asset sales, usage fees, subscription fees, lending, renting, leasing, licensing, brokerage fees, advertising. There's fixed pricing with list price, product features, customer segments, volume-dependent pricing, and dynamic pricing. Negotiation or bargaining, yield management, and real-time market. Our key resources build from value propositions are: what key resources make value propositions? How are our distribution channels, customer relationships, and revenue streams associated through our key resources? Types of resources are physical intellectual with brand, patents, copyrights, data, human resources, and financial resources. In our human resources, we have key activities. So key activities, what key activities do our value propositions require? How are distribution channels related to those? Customer relationships and revenue streams related to key activities. The categories can be production, problem solving, or platform and network related key activities. And that brings us to key partners. So who are our key partners? Who are our key suppliers, and are they partners? Which key resources are we acquiring from our partners? Which key activities do our partners perform? Some of the motivations for partnerships: optimization and economy, reduction of risk and uncertainty, acquisition of a particular resource or activity. And through all of those, there will be costs associated. So our cost structure: what are the most important costs inherent in our business model? Which key resources are most expensive? Which key activities are most expensive? And is your business, to think about it, more cost-driven, with the leanest cost structure, low price value proposition, maximum automation, extensive outsourcing? Or is it a value-driven business model where you're focused on value creation, premium value proposition? Some sample characteristics are also fixed costs, where you have salaries, rents, utilities. Then there are variable costs, and also economies of scale and economies of scope. So that's roughly the business model canvas and how to address it, how we built it from the right to the left. When you read it from the left to the right, you can see how key partnerships, through your activities and resources, give your value propositions with some costs to your customers through channels and the relationships that you build. And that builds revenue, and it's one picture of how your business behaves with all the variables involved. Can be a very useful tool to summarize all the activities and how you build relationships with your customers, who ultimately validate your business model and develop revenue. So thanks again for going through the business model canvas. My name's Jonathan Blackwell. Visit us with Linebrand on facebook.com/Linebrand. Leave a comment. You can find more resources as they're developed, and we look forward to working with you. So thanks again for your time, and this is Jonathan Blackwell of Linebrand signing off.